Om Shri Sai Ram, 5th Standard Lesson The Boss Who Cares. Continuation Video. On the way home, he remembered the promise he had made to his children. He felt sad for disappointing them. He wondered how he would calm his wife. On the way, the scientist remembered the promise he had made to his children. He had promised that his children to take them an exhibition in the town. So he was feeling guilty for having disappointed his children and wondered how he would calm his wife. The scientist reached home. He found that the children were not there. He saw his wife sitting alone in the hall, knitting. He expected that his wife would warmly jump on him, but she asked him calmly, "Would you like to have a cup of coffee? Or shall I straight away serve dinner if you're hungry?" The scientist reached home. He found that the children were not there. He expected his wife would be angry and quarrel with him. The children would have cried in disappointment. But she reacted calmly and she asked, "Would you like to have a cup of coffee? Or shall I straight away serve dinner if you are hungry?" When he heard that, the scientist was surprised. He was surprised at this and replied, "I would like to have some coffee and you too must have with me. Before that, tell me where the children are." She said, "Why do not you know? Your boss came here at 5:15 and taken the children to the exhibition." He was surprised and said that his wife to have a cup of coffee with him. He found that the children were not there, and he asked his wife to where the children are. She replied that your boss had taken them to an exhibition. This was what had happened. The boss who granted the scientist permission saw him working seriously at 5 in the evening. He thought to himself, "This person will not leave the work, but if he has promised his children a visit to exhibition, they should enjoy." So he decided to take them himself. The scientist took permission from his boss, but he forgotten. The boss saw him. He was still working seriously at 5 in the evening. He did not want to disappoint his children, so he decided to take them to the exhibition. That is why all the scientists at Tumba work under their boss, even though the work is too much. So here we have to understand that the boss was very understanding and treated all the scientists as his own family. So, children, who the boss was? Any guesses? He was none other than Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. You can see the picture of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was an Indian aerospace scientist and politician who served as the 11th President of India from 2002 to 2007. He was a recipient of several prestigious awards, including the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor. Saira.